Greener Webs, this is Jackie King, and this is a commentary redux of a video I originally uploaded July 7th, 2009. Now, the original purpose of this video was, back when Super Smash Brothers Brawl was popular and all that, I was real into making custom stages. The Nintendo World forums that I used to go to used to have conferences every now and then that revolved around making custom stages, and I suppose that was part of the inspiration as well. To answer the question why I didn't just take this down completely if I didn't want it up without commentary, or just move it over to the other Jackass channel, I guess there's just something about this I like, even though there's not too much special to it now. Maybe because it was one of the first videos I recorded with my Dazzle, which I still use to this day for LP related recordings. Maybe because I had some interesting stages for it back in the day, but I'm sure it was something like that. Anyway, since I'm re-uploading this to add commentary onto the video, I guess I'll just explain my thoughts behind making each of the stages as we go through each of them, because there's several within this video. First, this stage, I call it the Gator in case you didn't notice before. It looks like an alligator. More specifically, like a Klip-Klat. At least I tried to, and I was convinced back in the day that it looked like a Klip-Klat. Just trust me, it's a Klip-Klat. Those spikes in the center there are his teeth. The ice area is this eyeball, and you could probably make it out from there. If not, I am sorry, but that's the way the Gator is. Next stage up is Survival 2.0. I can't remember what I did with the original Survival. I believe that was a custom stage I made. It might have been one that I uploaded in the past and moved over to the other Jackass channel. Or I might have not made a video about it at all, but no, I kinda like this one much more. As you can tell, there's no stable platforms throughout the entire stage. The only downside I see to this is there's nowhere to grab, but besides that, it pretty much requires a lot of aerial combat, because otherwise you could be taking a lot of spike damage. The ladders are pretty much the key to not dying. Unfortunately, computers are not smart enough to realize this, so they're going to spend a lot of time in the spikes, which in theory should make it easy to get some cheap KOs, but I get the feeling that I have some trouble doing so. There's not really much else to talk about this stage. It's a stage pretty much meant on survival and being quick on your feet. This stage is called Duel Time, and it's my ultimate answer to Final Destination. I think it might have been made for a theme on the forum and trying to create a neutral stage, or I could have been going through a phase where I was just freaking sick of Final Destination and I wanted to create something that had the same neutral effect but was actually kind of interesting. So you can see there's this neutral platform in the center, but if you go too far to the left and right, you'll pretty much fall into an area of spikes, and you'll have to recover back to the bottom. Now, I take care of the problem I had with Survival 2.0 with spikes preventing a grabbable area by making a lower section of it that you can grab the edge and climb back up to this area. Assuming if I ever go down there. I might have went down there earlier on in the video, but I wasn't paying enough attention to realize if I did. Ah, here we go. The bottom section. So there's two platforms along the side to grab. Everything else is spikes, so you're pretty much encouraged to get back up to the center as soon as you can. Otherwise you'll just be taking spike damage. Unfortunately again, computers are too dumb to realize you can just use the spring. Or if the spring's actually too hard to get up there, because now I think about it, the placing of these platforms could be better, you could just use your up special as a recovery. I have no idea what the Smash Ball is hanging around in here. That's the game's fault, not necessarily mine as the creator of the stage. And here is the last stage in this video is called the Open Sea. There's ice to recreate the feel of water, and I'm not 100% sure why there's that moving escalator, maybe ocean currents, maybe I'm just giving myself too much credit. I'm pretty sure I'm just giving myself too much credit. Yeah, this one looks kind of fun though. It's been a long time since I played any custom stages in Brawl, but there's the moving platforms on the top, there's moving platforms along the side. Those blocks there are once again to give the player something to grab on, because that seems to be a constant problem with custom stages. You put spikes at the edge and they have no way to grab unless you actually give them a platform to grab onto. Why I didn't make the platform lower instead of higher, I do not know. But that's it. That's all the custom stages that I made at the time. So this has been Jack and Kate, and I hope you enjoyed that video. It was certainly a blast to the past for me.